What's going on, Insider Squad? Bowser here. I got Wrycape, two dudes and NFL player props. You know the deal here. We're going to be out giving out three of our player prop picks for this upcoming Sunday here, and then we're going to also go ahead and reflect back on the player props that we did for last week. Wasn't the best of weeks for us when it comes to the player props. We actually ended up with a 3-3, so we kind of washed even there. Not really going to go into the details there just because it was 3-3 and it was a wash. So we kind of want to focus on the positive here. So we're going to go ahead and start this off. Wrycape, what are we looking at this week for player props?
Yeah, so first guy I like this week is on the Philadelphia Eagles. That's Miles Sanders, and I'm betting him to go over 55 and a half rush yards. Last week, he only got 2 rushes, and he actually broke a big one. So I expect Nick Sirianni to pound the ball this week against the Chiefs team that's really not very good against the run. I think Sirianni is going to overdo it, and Sanders is going to have a lot of chances to put the ball through that line. So I think it's going to be heavy Sanders, and I think he gets over this 55 and a half rush yards easily. Week 1, he had 74 in Atlanta, and then San Francisco, he had 55. So I think I was saying anything lower than 60, I was going to jump on, and when I saw that 55 and a half, I jumped right on it.
I couldn't agree more on that one. What Kansas City's got like the last 31st ranked rush defense there. And then especially with them being basically cut out completely in the last game altogether, what do they have, a combined of like 3 rushing carries, or I think in the last game? So it's like really look for them to kind of exploit that this one. I like that. All right. Perfect. My first one here, we're going to go with Devonta Adams over 7.5 receptions here. So I know this is a higher number here, and this can kind of scare people away. I actually kind of think that this is a lower number here. Dating all the way back to 2020, the very beginning of the year, there has been 3 games where Devonta Adams has been targeted less than 9 times. Which is a crazy statistic considering that we're covering about 20 games in that period. So we know that the targets are going to be there for Devonta Adams. You got TJ Watt coming back for the Pittsburgh's defense. So the pass rush should be there. So I expect shorter routes here. And then, we're seeing Aaron Rodgers and Devonta Adams connection, and they're hitting stride. So I look for Devonta Adams to get about 9 receptions here. So you'd be good even taking it at 8 receptions if that line has creeped up there. But that's what I'm liking there for my first player prop. Right, what do you like for your second one?
For my second one, I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings, and I like Kirk Cousins to over half a interception. So Kirk Cousins has 0 interceptions this season in his 3 games. Minnesota is at home. But I think Kevin Stefanski he knows Kirk Cousins very well. And I think he's going to be ready, and he's going to make Kirk Cousins make mistakes. And I think he throws his first interception against this Browns defense. I actually probably going to be on Browns defensive touchdown, special teams, anytime touchdown too.
Keep riding the high there. Their defense,
Yeah.
man. I mean, they swallowed the whole Bears offense. So they're a monster looking to take some people down. All right.
Yeah, I expect Minnesota to move the ball, but that's it. Kirk Cousins went 3 games with no interceptions. That's not very Kirk Cousins like. I think today's the day.
Yeah. We'll look for Kirk Cousins to kind of get back to form. We know that it eventually comes at some point, right? Just a matter of time, ticking time bomb there. All right, perfect. For my second player prop, I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson over 263 passing plus rushing yards here. I really like this one. I know that he's going to go against a tougher Broncos defense here. I know the pass rush is there. Von Miller's playing out of his mind. They got Nick Chubb on the other side. But this is where I look for Lamar to really kind of use his legs to kind of get him out of trouble if need be. Looking over the last 3 games, Lamar has actually averaged 250 passing yards alone. And then we go ahead and take a look at his rushing yards, and I think he's in the ballpark of, I think 40 to 50 rushing yards average. He might be a little bit higher there. So when I'm looking at 263.5 overall, I really, really like this number. I think we got a cushion of probably 20, 30 yards here of ground. If you see it anywhere all the way up to 270, I would go ahead and take that as well. Anything over that, I'm a little more iffy with, but I like the over 263.5, and I actually grabbed that this morning, so that line should still be out there. Probably, I think it was DraftKings that I was able to find that one. Take a look on FanDuel as well. Now, I know the media was talking about, Lamar missed practice and he's a little bit banged up, right? I heard those things, but when it comes to gameplay, Lamar shows up and Lamar does what Lamar needs to do. So I look for him to make it over this, and I actually like the Ravens to come out with a victory here, because the Broncos really haven't played anybody of playoff caliber team. We're talking, they played the Jaguars, the Jets, and I forgot the last team that they played, but all teams with losing records, where Ravens, they've been tested. Lamar's been tested. He's going to do what he needs to do to get his team to a potential victory here.
Yeah, if they're going to score, it's going to be because of Lamar.
Yep.
He does it all. He's great. It's fun to watch.
He is, man. He really is. I like a lot of the up-and-coming quarterbacks that we have in this league. There's some exciting ones. All right, here we go with the last one.
Yeah, before that, Kirk Cousins over half interception is actually plus money. So if you see that, just wanted to let you know. All right, for that's right. For my third prop, I am going with Hawkinson over 51.5 receiving yards. Obviously, last week he didn't get much work. He only got 2 targets for 10 yards, I think.
Yeah, it was.
But I don't know. He's the workhorse. He's Goff's go-to guy. He had 97 in the first week against San Francisco. Granted, some of them were garbage points, but 97 yards is 97 yards. He had 66 against Green Bay the week before Buffalo, or Baltimore, I think they played last week. So I think they get to him a lot. It's hard to run against
Chicago.
Oh, what the fuck?
Chicago.
Hey, they are playing Chicago. Yeah, it's tough to run against Chicago, so I expect them to pass the ball. This is a game that Detroit wants to win, get their first victory, and I think Hawkinson's going to be a big part of it. I actually got him at 62.5 receiving yards, so 51.5 is a value. Grab it.
You know, and I'm going to agree with that one, right? Because I was actually on Hawkinson over 5.5 receptions in the last game there, right? And I think he went for like the 2 and the whatever. But we've clearly seen that he is a favorite. But we can also see that in the last game they cued in on Hawkinson, right? They took him out and said, "Hey, Jared Goff passed to the other ones," because I think Goff passed to like 8 or 9 different receivers in that game. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, who the hell are these guys catching the ball out there? Like, it's not the people that we're used to. So they definitely keyed in there on Hawkinson, but I like the tight end position a lot. I really do. I think it's highly underrated, and it's easy for these guys to get big chunks of yards, right? You can look at Hawkinson, and all of a sudden, 3 catches can get him over 51 at 15 yards there, or close to it. That leads me right into mine, actually. We're going to stick with the tight ends here. I'm going with Travis Kelce over 88.5 receiving yards. Now, I know that I grabbed this a couple of days ago. I think the line has jumped up. I'm not sure where it's sitting at exactly right now. I would say anything under 94 is where I feel comfortable with. Excuse me. And purely based off the reason of, we got the Kansas City Chiefs here. They've lost 2 in a row. And that is not something that they do. And that's not something that they're accustomed to. So, I know the Eagles got beat down against the Cowboys last week, but sorry, Rye, I don't see it happening here. I see the Chiefs I see the Chiefs putting a beat down on Kelsey. Look back at the last couple of games. Kelsey had 76. He had 102 and 109 for receiving yards. So when I look at this one here, you look back at the last game, Dallas Schultz went for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I'm going to look at Travis Kelsey in the same kind of position here. You got Tyreek Hill going over the top. They're going to be worried about that. It's going to open up the middle for Kelsey. I like Kelsey anything over 93.5 receiving yards here.
Yeah, I think it's 91 now.
91. That's still a good number because
91 and a half.
It did. I saw it jump up to 92 and a half. So it looks like it's come back down. I still like that number there, the 91 and a half too.
Yeah, Eagles stink at covering tight ends. They always have, probably always will.
So what's that? Again, just to kind of recap here. I know we're coming into week 4 here of the NFL. Overall record, we're sitting at 11-6. So if you're betting 1 unit, we're up 5 units on the season. Hopefully here this week, we'll come out with another victory. We have not had a losing week yet, have we, Ray?
We have not.
Everything's been dead even there. Actually, we may have lost just a partial unit or something last week with the dead wash kind of thing because them being minus numbers there. Yeah. I don't think we had any plus money in there, did we?
Nope. But we're up. Yeah,
we're up. We're still up. Definitely up on the season. For all our viewers right now, we definitely appreciate you tuning in, listening to 2 dudes and some player prop picks here. If you can hit the like, subscribe, Rob, you can go through all that for us.
Yeah, come check out the Insiders Room Discord. We're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everything. Come check us out. We're giving out free plays all the time. We're giving out winners. So
yeah, we're definitely active in the Discord. That's where you're going to see some of our winners. If you're not able to catch all the videos, some of the posts are going to be in there as well. You can find that in the Insiders picks there. Definitely come check us out. We continue to grow. We love and appreciate all the support. Thanks for tuning in this time.
Yes. Also, a NASCAR report tomorrow at noon. We're doing Talladega. Let's catch some tickets.
Yes, sir. See you, Insider Squad.